All right, boxing fans all around the world, we talking some boxing. It's in the night. It's pretty late. Well, it's not that late. It's about what 9 o'clock now. I'm in the park again. You know this park. This is Castleton Park, Trinity. How you guys doing? So we're gonna talk some boxing. We're gonna talk some boxing. Um, so tonight is Tyson Fury versus Schwartz or Swartz, whatever his name is. That should be an interesting fight. But there were also some other good fights today that I want to talk to you guys about a little bit. So we're gonna talk about it a little bit. And uh, we have a round robin that's going on, the semifinals for the Muhammad Ali Trophy. So we had two championship fights. We had Briedis versus Glowaki, and we also had Tabiti versus Dorticos. Dorticos is a Cuban, I believe a Cuban boxer, something like that. So both fights kind of had some interesting endings. They ended in knockouts. The first one was Tabiti versus Dorticos. Tabiti was outboxing Dorticos, and then he decided to mix it up, and he got knocked the spark out. I mean, a real knockout. How it happened was to try to pull counter Dorticos. Dorticos, when he threw his jab, he followed it up with his right. He caught Tabiti in the middle of him trying to counterpunch Dorticos and smack on the chin, and Tabiti went to sleep, like literally. He was out for a good minute and a half. When it comes to the Glowaki versus Briedis fight, Briedis caught Glowaki with an elbow, stunned him and dropped him. It was warned by Bird, the referee. And then the fight continued, and Briedis caught him with a nice, solid shot, put him down, caught him again, put him down in, I think, the third round. And basically the fight was stopped because of that. People thought it was controversial because Briedis actually elbowed Glowaki the first time around, Glowaki being a southpaw. Briedis being the orthodox fighter, yeah, I know. I yawned again. I don't even know why, but I think I'm a tired dude. I think I want to sleep a lot, so that's probably the reason. But yeah, so in the end, those two fights went as we thought. And then Kid Galahad, some people thought Kid Galahad got robbed, that he actually what's his name? That Warrington didn't beat him. I haven't seen that fight though. Shout out to Tommy Temper. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for the big up. You know, we've been moving around, doing different things. We're up and down all over the place. It's Saturday night. Tomorrow is Father's Day where I live. But things are bumping, and they've been bumping pretty late. I see the police coming behind me here. Should see the lights. There you go. There they are. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just chilling in the park here. I'm in a very Castleton Gardens Park, Trinidad. Not too far away from where I live. I'm just chilling out here. How you guys doing out there? Tommy Temper, shout out to you. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you're gonna check my channel, man, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a nice place to train. This is a small park though, but yeah, I like to train on the swings. As you guys said that, let me show you guys a little pull up on the swings that you can do. So, put the camera. I'm gonna put the camera. So there's swings right here. So I do my ab work on these swings. Let me show you guys how I do it. Let me move this back here. Hopefully you see me. Oh, come on, camera. God damn it. The camera doesn't want to stand up. Some things in life are so messed up. Let me see what's up. Oh, shit. Can't see shit there. So I want you guys to see the swings. Oh, I got an idea. I don't know if this thing is moving nice and smooth or if it's strobing or it's kind of jerky. Is this herky jerky? Hey, how the feed looking? Is it clear? Or is everything kind of strobing, let me know, because I have this particular camera specifically so that it doesn't cut up, but it looks very cut up to me right now. Feed is good? Alright, cool. Thank you very much. Alright, so let me show you guys something. This is I do this ab training. I did some abs today. Been working out like a mother out here. There you go. The swings, you see the swings right there? Oh, come on, man. Shit. I want you guys to see it. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck you. Sorry about the cursing. Alright, so you can see the swings in the background right there, right? Alright, cool. Hopefully you're seeing me. Hopefully you're seeing me. If not, well, too bad. I go up on a swing like this. I do have exercise. Saw that. I don't know if you guys saw that. Let me see. I wonder if you guys saw that. You probably saw me. Yeah, you probably saw me. Right? So, I do those ab exercises. You know what I'm saying? Cool, cool. So that's some of the ab exercises, ab work I do. It works my back. It works my abs. I do full extensions. I do the little crunches, and I also do twists. You know, twists. It really, really helps. And then, of course, I do squats. So I'm gonna do some squats right now. Squats is like, that's so important. And, you know, so I'll just do my squat. This pants kind of keeps me restricted, so I can't really do the squats like I really want to. But yeah, that's some of the stuff I do. Keep me in shape. And then I try to eat healthy. I mean, let me show you guys what I eat. So I'm eating sugar-free stuff, but because sometimes I love chocolate. So I went through 2 packs of chocolate stuff, but it's sugar-free. It's the shit here. Went to the store and I bought it. Sugar-free stuff. You know. Boom. These brownies. I got a bag of stuff there. I ate out 2 sets of them. Sets of shit. I know it's kind of extreme, but I don't really use a lot of sugar. And of late, yep, people in this country are crazy. Yeah, but of late, I've also been having an injury to my heel. I think I stepped on a stone or something. So I've been using soft candle on my foot. This foot here. It's not swollen or anything, but shit, that shit hurts. Damaged a muscle or something. And I went and screwed it up again. So I've had it for 3 weeks now. I still do my walking and stuff, but it's really tender. If you guys have any suggestions, that'd be great. But yeah, talking about the boxing, because I love to talk boxing. I don't know about you guys, but I love to talk boxing. Yeah, so let me show you a couple of things I do boxing wise. Since I'm here, I could show you some other training I do. And I challenge you guys to do the same. Really good. So, my exercise routine, there's all kinds of shit I do exercise-wise. Try to keep myself in shape. And they even have some stuff around here. Massage the foot is the best advice I can give. Yeah, yeah. I massage it with candle wax. I heat up the candle so it's soft, and I massage it with candle. It actually helped me today. It didn't pain as much and throb and all that shit. It's hurt me a lot. I just go out and do what I gotta do with it. But right, so there's all kinds of training you can do. One of them is to step up, of course, to build your calves and stuff. And squats are really great. I mean, squats and abs, you know, and a lot of what do you call that thing? You're using your core body strength instead of just, you know, using weights. Because I don't really weight train. But I want to show you guys some boxing. Shit, I'm refluxing again. I gotta drink more water. But show you guys a couple things I do boxing wise. So yeah, body weight exercises. That's right. So I kind of train by doing a lot of push-ups, squats. I combine push-ups with lunges. I combine lunges with, you know, leaping up in the air and that kind of stuff. So, but let me show you guys something else I do. And it's safe to do. Because that's what I try to explain to people. Footwork is everything in boxing. If you're a good dancer, you're probably going to be a good fighter. Because you're going to have that coordination. A lot of people want to... There's a lot I wanted to say, but some of the shit I say might expose me. You're exposing me. Stay. Sometimes I get angry. Anyway, Tommy Temper will understand because I'm just gonna lose your temper a bit. Come on, man. Stay. Don't fall. Right, so yeah. Ooh, what's that? Okay, that's fucking. So the light is fucking up everything. But anyway. Right, so I practice. The light's fucking up everything. What the fuck is that? What the hell? What just happened? Oh. The camera switch. Oh, my phone. Yeah. Right. There you go. That's what I want, man. Give me that shit. Alright. Right. You guys can probably see me here. It's probably the best video I've done so far. So I wanted to show you guys the simple box stance. So you're here, Canelo Alvarez, Floyd Mayweather, everybody uses low footwork. What I mean by that is, if you look at my feet are in this plane here, but my upper body is in this plane here. Okay? So if somebody throw a punch at me, of course I'm going to keep my head off the center line, and I'm going to, of course, bend my knees, right? But I can just roll the punch like that. I can do it like this, or I can roll it, right? I can lean back and roll it, all right? And in addition, I can keep my high guard. Now, what Lennox Lewis was telling Deontay Wilder was, and this is called the extended guard, right? He was telling Deontay Wilder, keep an extended guard here. When I was fighting in Shitiro, which is more this stance, I also had an extended guard. That's so I could just hit my opponent right there. Boop, boop, boop. I can get him right there. Boop, boop, right? I can get him right there. Whereas, if you're all the way back here, there's an advantage to shooting it up like this. Right? Right? You can also do the backhand jab. There are backhand jabs. There's something called a backhand jab. And usually a jab, you turn it all the way over, right? Right? But in this case, you can throw it of the back of your knuckle. You can't hit a guy with the back of your hand, but you can hit him. You can hit him with the back of your knuckle. Okay. Then there's a shotgun jab. There are all kinds of jabs, right? If you know it. Okay. So the shotgun jab is a jab where you're going to the head, but you get low, so you hear. Okay. And then you shotgun the jab. It's a big stab, like a power jab, but you're coming from low to high, and you shotgun it. Wah! Okay? You leap off the back foot, and you shotgun that jab. All right? It's beautiful. All right? I don't want to damage my heel. But anyway, you practice these things in the box stance. The box stance is simple. You're making a box. So I'm facing this right here. I got to get my stance right. This. All right? If you have a wide stance, some people have a wide stance, some people have a stance here. Okay? It doesn't matter. Okay? But what's important is to get your form right. Okay? Now notice, I use the high guard. I use it as a southpaw, you know. Some people rove it. Some people rove it. They're blocking the punch here, and they're rolling with the punch, right? I decide I want to so I'm using different jabs, you see? Stayed off center line. Maybe moving a little too excessively, but that's okay. See? So that's the box stance. And you can practice it and vary your movements. See? Right? You can vary your movements and don't try to do two of the same thing. A lot of people think, see, there are a lot of people who don't understand that it's not just throwing a jab. Listen to guys like Andre Ward talk to Clarissa Shields. Listen to guys like Floyd Mayweather when he's talking about throwing the jab. He's talking about senior. Jeff Mayweather. Jeff Mayweather boils it down to 3 types of jabs in boxing. All right? He'll tell you about the up jab. Up jab is you're right here, and you pop it up like that. Pop. 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 It's a jab like that, right? Then you got spear jab. Spear jab looks something like this. It's kind of like an uppercut, but it's not. It's a jab. You have to step to the side and launch it up like this. Okay? Spear jab. Very useful. And then he talks about the normal jab, which is the power jab, which is this. Now the power jab is a nice, sturdy, powerful jab. Ha! Important is stepping in with the jab. Okay? It's a powerful jab, but mind you, you better get back in a position. You can't stick it out there and that's it. Okay? Now my hands are open so I can move faster. Okay? In boxing, you don't really make a fist when you're fighting with gloves, because you want that speed and quickness. You do keep the hand kind of tucked in and turn it over. But if you notice these guys, right? It's an open palm stance. And it's all to do with your feet. Right? Your feet make a big difference in how you throw your punches. Okay? And even your balance. Okay? If you're off balance. So boxing's about that. Alright? And that's why, like, pivot work. Again, Coach Eric Bradley, the fight doctor. You got to get your feet right to get any kind of power in your punch, any kind of leverage, positioning, how you move. Everything goes with your feet. That's why if you're a dancer, you're going to have that balance. That's why I was talking about Sugar Ray Robinson. I was breaking it down. What he does. He did some things exceptionally well, and he did some other things very poorly. And for his time, he was ahead of the curve. But nowadays, he'd be a little bit back. Okay? And again, Muhammad Ali, same thing. Head of his time. Never seen a heavyweight move like that. You know, they were talking about Sam Langford. And I was trying to explain to people, Sam Langford was a hell of a boxer for his time. Again, you have to understand who's this? Why are they coming out? Somebody just stop. Pull out. Okay. I don't know whether somebody just stopped right in front of me and decided to do what they're doing. I don't know why. People, I don't know if they were trying to get attention or what. Anyway, back to what I said. So when you look at, like, for example, when you look at what they call the vintage boxers, they fought with a different tempo to the boxers today. There were more rounds. You go in 15 rounders and stuff. You look at guys also back in the day. You look at 15 round fights. The guys would gas out somewhere around the 8th, 9th round, 10th round. Then they get their second win somewhere around the 11th and 12th. Now, if you look at the modern day fighter, there are some modern day fighters who can go at it straight through, 12 rounds straight at high tempo, right? You know, they talk about Harry Crabb and these guys, and the human windmill. They call Harry Crabb. And yeah, Harry Crabb was, from what I heard, I haven't seen a lot of footage of him, but from what I've heard, he was a busybody. But when you think about the times that we're talking about, he was a busybody for his time. What I mean by that is, most guys, they would hit you 1 or 2 punches, boop, boop, then they clinch up. And so that's how the fights usually went back in the day. They were boring ass fights. For those, the casual fan today, they would be like bored stiff, you know, because they don't know shit about boxing. But back then, that's how those, so they would go 20, 48, 50 rounds, a whole fucking day if they had to. But they wasn't, they were pacing themselves. They wasn't going fully all out. You know, they weren't going all out like that. You know. So it's like funny when I see people talking and they're literally using today's sort of way how guys fight today and applying that to guys from the past who weren't doing that. So because the fights were so slow paced, watch all the Jack Johnson fights. You'll see what I'm talking about, right? Jack Dempsey was seen as an animal because he came out there, he was doing his thing, low to high, you know, throwing those shotgun jabs, you know, popping that jab. Jake LaMotta, Rocky Marciano, you know, Roberto Duran, Marcos Maidana, low to high jab, shotgun jab. Sean Porter, you know, shotgun jab. All right? Catch you with the shotgun jab because the timing and the quickness of it is what makes it so great. Shotgun, boom, you know, crack, you know what I'm saying? So why I say these things is because I'm trying to explain to you guys that in the sport of boxing, as much as it's evolved, you got to remember the fundamentals of boxing are the same throughout time. And also, guys have been building off of guys before them. So it's not like when you talk about boxing, you're not talking about guys who came from an era and they just detached from that era, and they not. You're always taking something from the past, bringing it to the present. Sometimes guys go back into the past, see some stuff on footage, and use that in the present. So you got to understand, and it's this mentorship program. People being mentored by past greats and stuff like that. So when people talk, I listen, but I understand why. I tell you, boxing as a sport has evolved. Obviously, it has changed. That's what evolution means. And also that the present boxers today have improved significantly from the past boxers of yesteryear, even though they may have flaws and they may have weak points that the boxers of yesteryear could exploit. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not, you know, boxers today last longer in boxing than boxers of yesteryear. And it's not because only the precautionary measures, but they're fighting smarter. So you got Bernard Hopkins. Now, to be honest with you, guys of yesteryear also fought in their 40s. Some of them went to their 40s. Sugar Ray Robinson was in his 40s when he finished boxing. But what I'm saying is that, you know, the career of boxers in yesteryear was much shorter. What I mean by that is not in terms of fight, but in terms of years. And then after these boxers had boxed, they would have all kinds of brain injuries and trauma and problems afterwards if they didn't die before that. So it's like, and most of their stories ended in tragedies, which is also not cool. So you look at intelligent boxers like, motherfucker just slipped my mind. But intelligent boxers like, oh shit, oh yeah, he almost came to me and then he just disappeared. Shit, I talk about him a lot. When in my series All Time Greats, I talk about this dude, but I can't remember his fucking name for nothing. He faced Harry Crab, and he beat him. I forgot what his name is though. Anyway, so but my point being that I talk about these boxers, these intelligent boxers, because they actually would finish their careers, have another career after boxing, and do quite well. So that's why I talk about these guys. You know, smart fighting, we call it. And you got to be a smart fighter. You look at Andy Ruiz, as much as he could take a punch, and he got a hell of a chin, he fights smart. He don't fight stupid. So when people say, oh, he not doing enough, they mean he ain't committing and going in for the kill and throwing a whole bunch of combinations all the time. But you look at Canelo. Canelo's a combinational puncher. You look at, what the fuck? Andy Ruiz. He's a combinational puncher. But they're not just going to storm in there. They're gonna box you smart, right? They're going to inch in on you. Inching in on you. Inching in, right? Using that head movement, that lateral movement, getting themselves small if you're a taller fighter. Make themselves a harder target to get to. Get you to commit, then counterpunch your ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's different to what people generally see or think boxing's about. But it's always a chess match. And that's the best way to do it, not checkers. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Tabiti, he was playing chess. And then he decided he wanted to mix it up with a guy who was desperate to get a stoppage and was throwing that 1-2 all night. And he fell for the bait. He thought, you know, I'm confident enough I can mix it up with this dude. And he got stopped. No, he didn't get stopped. He got knocked the fuck out. He got knocked out. So I'm just saying, you got to know what kind of fight you need to fight. Anthony Joshua needed to fight that tactical fight against Andy Ruiz, make Andy Ruiz pay for coming on the inside. He didn't do that. What did he do? After he got Andy Ruiz hurt, he went in for the kill. Andy Ruiz was still a live dog, dropped his ass, and that the fight changed after that. Okay? And Andy Ruiz has always been that kind of fighter. If you look at him even against Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker, though, was a smart guy in facing Andy Ruiz. He knew how to vary distance, vary range. He realized he needed to box Andy Ruiz on the outside, something that Anthony Joshua should have looked at and realized the game plan. Well, his coach was telling him the game plan. He decided he was going to rumble. You don't fucking rumble with guys who are better than you. You ever saw Floyd rumble with Pacquiao? He don't fucking rumble with Pacquiao unless he got position. And he can't be hit back. You know, you don't fuck around with a guy who's good at a certain thing. He's gonna be better than you. Why chance that? Why risk that? So, you know, that's the thing with boxing, and it's gotten to such a high standard now that you know, there's very little room for error, and these guys know that. All right, and believe you me, in boxing you can get knocked out just like that. Okay, you have to be focused and dial in all the time and be disciplined. And Andrew Tabiti, you know, he thought he had the cahoots to do things. He got bought into the beast mentality, and he got fucking fucked up bad. One punch knockout by Dorticos, right? And so that's the thing with boxing. All right, let me talk to you guys about some other things before I call it a day, because one of the things I hate is motherfuckers who are very pride, you know, very the fucking word I'm looking for. I'm starting to get angry. You know, they like to pry into your business. And there's a lot of fuckers in this country like that. That bitch that just stopped. Anyway, never mind. Yeah, they just cut the lights in here, so I gotta go. You guys have a good one. The park is closed down. I'm gonna just slip on my slippers and get out of here. But yeah, like talking boxing with you guys. I try to be as real as possible on this channel, talking boxing. For more boxing and boxing talk, I hope to talk with you guys more about that. It's important to understand what it is you're seeing in the ring. That's all I'm saying. I understand why a boxer would do what he's doing. I'm splitting. Yeah, so you guys have a good night. If this stream is good, well, I will see if it's good. I'm gonna do some more streams, and you guys can keep on talking. Shout out to Tommy Temper, man. You been clowning all the, you be having fun inside those hangouts. Unfortunately, I can't really spend a lot of time in the hangouts. I would love to. I see the hangouts are pretty active as well, and I see other guys doing other streams as well, and doing hangouts and shit. So that's good. But be busy most of the day. I've just got things to do, bro. I can't just talk boxing all the time. So you guys have a good one. I don't even know if I haven't even been on the hangouts in a long time. Even pound for pound boxing report, I couldn't do that either. You guys have a good one, man. I'm out of here. Peace. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm not a training coach, so you guys need to stop that. I'm not a training coach. I'm just a normal dude breaking down boxing and trying himself to box. Maybe I'll get to either an amateur fight or a professional fight. We'll see. But trying to get myself in shape and start boxing like really for real. Because I feel if you're going to talk something, might as well have done it, understand it, you know, dive into it, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, I got to go. You guys have a good one. Blessings and peace to you guys. Jesus is the way, even though sometimes we fuck up like I'm fucking up right now by saying fuck up. Yeah.